Were some strong earthquakes from history associated with UFOs? I'm translating this from a Greek article. It's true that for UFOs, unidentified flying objects, many attempts have been made to interpret them in the past, but of course, even today, despite the fact that their existence as alien spacecraft visiting our Earth has not been officially accepted, there are those that are coming out with disclosure. So one of the most interesting theories that have been formulated by scientists, in fact, is that they could be related to earthquakes. So let's see what a well-known seismologist said according to the newspaper, a Greek newspaper, Embros, meaning forward. The eminent scientist, Swiss seismologist Frederick Montandon, after much research, came to the amazing conclusion that, quote, the appearance of flying saucers is a phenomenon absolutely associated with earthquakes, end quote. That's what the Swiss scientist stated. The Swiss scientist came to this strange conclusion after his thorough observations before and after 1946 earthquakes in Switzerland. Frederick Montandon stated in this regard, on January 24th, 1946, let's remember that's around the time of the Roswell UFO crash. On January 24th, 1946, at 8 o'clock at night, a light boat looked over Bernay that, thrown on little light, the paradoxical boat was followed by a large bright tail, boat meaning a craft, a spacecraft. The next day at 5:45 a.m., the giant flying line crossed the sky, leaving for a few seconds a shine in particular. Then in the center of Valais, they appeared in many points and in different forms, cultures of colored lights which were shaped at the moment. Now, could these be earthquake lights that we see before or during an eruption or an earthquake? Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. So he says he saw colored lights with various shapes at that moment of the earthquake. At 6:32 p.m., that is 23 hours, a whole 23 hours before the first view of the mysterious light phenomenon, a very strong earthquake took place. Now, according to the Swiss scientists, these bright appearances are very old. In fact, during the terrible huge earthquake of Crete, which occurred at sunrise July 21st, 365 AD, and was estimated to have a magnitude of 8.5 magnitude on the Richter scale, changing the morphology of the island and spreading death to thousands of people, and on the shores of the Mediterranean, followed by a severe tsunami at least 40 feet high, and monstrous flashes, he said. Similar mysterious photoplasms became visible in other periods, always causing terror and panic to the inhabitants of the earth. Thus, it's reported that in 1550 AD, a bright dragon, quote-unquote, crossed the sky of Lucerne, in 1645 of Manila in Philippines, in 1663 of Canada, in 1682 of the Pyrenees Mountains, in 1743 of Palermo, Italy, in 1755 of Lisbon, Portugal, in 1779 of Bologna, Italy, in 1797 Venezuela, and in 1868 Chile and Peru, and was always accompanied by devastating earthquakes. This is what Frederick Montandon says, and he further explains, seismologists support how the Earth be considered as a huge heating machine in which the global currents grasp the mixture and causing pressures which may cause decompression even in rock layers. This division and removal that follows is the immediate cause of earthquakes, but the Earth's magnetic field is shaken previously by all changes in the pressure and temperature levels of the inner layers that are, and exactly these electromagnetic violations cause the seismic lights, which some call flying discs. So they are in fact electromagnetic seismic lights. Now, sometimes some of the light phenomena can take different shapes and unlikely to move automatically, either individually or by groups, to all the addresses and speeds between 20,000, 25,000 kilometers an hour, so they're pretty fast. The groundbreaking theory of the Swiss seismologist, as paradoxical as it may seem, when examined scientifically, highly debatable, and it is a fact that most of the occurrences of celestial phenomena coincide with the occurrence of strong earthquakes. We even saw something like that in the Fukushima earthquake. Now, many eventually believed that flying saucers were not the monstrous phenomena of the past, but radioactive clouds or other chemical phenomena of radioactivity, still unknown to man, that develop power far greater than the internal turbulence of our planet. This was published in the newspaper Embros, meaning forward in Greek, on November 20th, 1954. And it's on Strange Press, and I'll leave links below for you for this. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.